Okay, number one is a tree, right? Like this, a tree. Yeah? And now look, this is number one. And number two is bunny. Two is bunny because bunny has two ears. You can also take a bicycle or a bike. Or, okay. And I ask you now, do you know how many presidents do you have? Okay, if you say 45, that's exactly right. 45th president is Mr. Trump, Donald Trump, the first one. And who is number 16? Or maybe the 29th president? Or 13th? Okay, we begin now, all right? To make that here, right, this app is very helpful. Okay, name is, George Washington. And, um, George, you can associate the name of George, with anything. People who cannot, who have not the name George in their culture. Well, let's say, a lot of, migrants coming from different, cultures, and countries, into the United States. For example, let's say Chinese, or some Europeans, they have, but there are, for example, names like Jorge and so on. You can also replace that. For someone who is not, speaking English, it's a little bit much more, difficult, and this, a good help, to memorize that. You see, okay, George, is divided, by two names, Geo or Geo and Orge, Orge or Orange, right? Orge, for example, is something like, orgel, yeah, and an orgel is an old, piano. If you go into a church, for example, the music they are playing, or if you have seen, for example, Dracula films, and that, um, church music, is playing on the organ, right? It's looking like a piano, yeah, but it's a church organ. And GE or GEO is, for example, for Geo, right? You can take, Geo, like, planet, right? Okay, we see now the picture. We imagine now this man is, playing in the church, right? Organ, right? While, he is playing now organ, he is washing his hairs, right? And as he is washing his hairs, right? Washing, washing. And then I have the, ing is for ring. As he is washing, from his hairs, rings are falling out and they make ding, like coin, falling into the earth, like a tone, right? And so now I have the picture. Okay, this man is playing, on a keyboard and playing orgel, okay, George, and washing his hairs, and from his hairs coming out rings, right? And they make tones, okay, washing tone, right? And while he is doing it, right, he's eating an apple, and this apple is coming, he has this apple from a tree, yeah, an apple tree, right? So behind him is an apple tree, and he's eating all the time the apples and playing organ, right? and washing his hat, okay? And then the next president, number two, is that was a new lesson, how to run, the United States president, a new good challenge for me. Have a nice day.